In this food adventure, I've been challenged by the restaurant to finish not one, but two of their Parmasaurus challenges. And they're upping the stakes by saying if I could finish two of these challenges, I would get both of them for free. But if I couldn't, I'd have to fork over $72. And more importantly, that would also mean an end to my audacious goal of completing every food challenge while on this Australian tour. And did I mention that this challenge also comes with an adult beverage, which you also must finish? It seems like I have my work cut out for me on this one, but since this challenge wasn't taking place until the evening, which would work out nicely because there were a few things we needed to do first. And by we, I mean myself and the big man himself, Randy Santel, who was looking for directions, I hope? So first on the list was moving to our next base of operations, which is basically just the place that we'll be staying for the night. So we could drop off these big backpacks of ours, which, lugging around those in the meantime, would certainly help increase the activity level. Now, while we were making our way, we did run into a few hiccups.
Alright, so we didn't think this was going to be a thing, but we're standing at the wrong bus stop, even though they said the number of whatever bus we're looking for.
9:38, I feel bad for fucking them off.
So we wasted about a good 20-30 minutes, I think, just sitting there, but hopefully we'll be on our way and finally get to our hotel.
But not to worry, it was all sorted out fairly quickly, and we were back on track as we took our bus, arrived at our stop, then made the rest of the way on foot.
We staying at this church ahead of us?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's not actually where we are staying. But hey, I'd be totally down for it if it was. And after a bit more of a trek, as I'm starting to get a little winded here, we made it to our destination. Then we got ourselves checked in, dropped our bags off, then with what little time we had left over, we went to do some sightseeing in the Canberra area, which we didn't really find a whole lot of options. But we did come across the Parliament House, and that was pretty cool. It was quite expansive, with a very unique and distinguished look to it. After all that, I was as ready as I'd ever be for tonight's challenge, so it was time to suit up and head to tonight's challenge, which consisted of a 20-minute walk, and was only going to help grow my appetite even more. Then once I arrived, I greeted some people who came out to watch. Then after getting situated, it was time to get this food adventure started. And let the battle begin, as I'm at the Durham Castle Arms Hotel, taking on their Parmasaurus challenge ×2. And I have to say, it's a pretty fitting name for this challenge, because this platter of food sure looks like it could feed a big hulking dinosaur. Now for each challenge, there's two monstrous slabs of their chicken parma, a large portion of their chips, and a side salad. Though, in this case here, even though it's doubled up, you only see one salad, which is fine because I don't honestly think anyone's here for the salad. But I mean, I'm not trying to talk badly about salads here, because hey, I would gladly trade in a portion of my chips for more salad. And let's not forget about the last part of this challenge here, and that is, with all of that food, you also have to finish an adult beverage of your choice. And keeping in line with some recent challenges, I'm going with some hard apple cider here. Now typically this challenge is only 20 minutes to finish, but since I would be doing two, I would have 40 minutes to work with here. And if I failed, I'd be digging deep into my pockets because I would have to fork over $72 Australian for both challenges. But if I was able to finish both of them, I'd get the meal for free, a free shirt, and my picture up on their wall of fame. One of the parts of this trip I was so excited about, particularly when it comes to the food, was knowing that at some point I'd be trying my first ever chicken parma, because I've never had it before, whether in a challenge or as a normal meal. But I have seen plenty of pictures and videos, and those pretty much had me convinced that there's probably no such thing as a bad chicken parma. Could I be wrong? Sure, but I doubt it. And what was my verdict? Yeah, it's tasty and amazing. Holy cow, this is good, like stupid good. And please, if you've had chicken parma before, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below, because I'm just a first timer here, but I really think it's incredible. And if you were just like me and have never tried it, I'm telling you, you're missing out. The cooks here definitely have this dish down to a science. That chicken Parma was so warm and juicy. It has to be up there with some of the most tender chicken I've ever put in my mouth. And then the creaminess from the melted cheese oozing across the chicken like some golden magma, which was giving it those nice looking string pulls during the first few minutes. And then throw in the subtle tanginess from the tomato sauce. Oh, somebody get me a towel.
He loves potatoes, so this isn't a big deal.
Oh yay, my absolute favorite. As it was time to start getting cracking on those chips, which was kind of a downer, having to eat these after that orgasmic experience I had with the chicken Parma. And this is not meant to be any disrespect to the restaurant itself, and honestly, these chips weren't the worst, but I mean, chips are chips. So I ordered my diet soda and prepared my attack on this massive pile of chips. Might have been going a bit too aggressive on my pace here, as I started to feel some stubborn pockets of air in my stomach that I just couldn't quite get out. As I'm getting some love and support from those watching, even if I can't always hear them, while the likes of Kesha and Pipple are blasting in my ear, but I can still feel their good vibes and energy, which is always appreciated. If only I could somehow conjure up such powerful thoughts that I would be able to trick myself into thinking that I was actually eating more chicken parm here, this challenge would have been done ages ago. Once I was done with those chips, I was so relieved. And now, it was time to move on to the salad, which was certainly a nice change up with all its fresh and crisp veggies. But do you know what would make this salad even better? Some chicken parma. Yeah, just put a big old fat piece of it right on top. I'm telling you, this was so good. This could very well be the start of a chicken parma addiction. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Then all that remained was the hard apple cider. And once again, I had to dig deep into my own being, channeling my inner Wisconsin heritage to summon those drinking powers which have been bestowed upon me.
Stay in school and don't do drugs.
Come on, lad. Come on.
Not sure if you saw it there, but bit of a close call with the air pocket at the end. But I sealed the deal and got the job done by conquering this Parmosaurus beast. And just like I always do, I celebrate with my post-challenge victory push-ups. Now while I struggle to carry this newly formed food baby as I walk back to the hotel, if you want to watch more from this trip, tap the video on the screen or click one of the links in the description down below and I'll see you there.
He's got more fries. Mitch isn't as good of a negotiator.